suspensions, ejections, disdain and the lost support of their party. Few Brisbane City councillors have endured all of this over their entire careers, but one has gone through it all over the last few months. Nicole Johnston, now the independent local member for the Tennyson Ward area, has been in a constant struggle in her last 18 months in office. Where do you stand on Nicole Johnston as your local member?
Oh, look, I think she's been very dynamic. She's been very visible. She's been around. She's been out to our house a couple of times just to see how things are going. She seems to know the people. And I think she's really concerned about what the people want. As such, she is a very independent member.
Just elaborate on some of the points, some of the major points of difference between you and the LNP.
Really, they come down to two issues, which are symptomatic, I believe, of speaking out against the party line. Those two issues were the Sherwood bus depot, the construction of it in the suburb in my ward, and 5 stories being allowed in Sherwood and Corinda. On both of those matters, I spoke out against the Lord Mayor's position publicly. And I believe that he was quite upset about me speaking out on those matters, and quite sadly, used his position within the party to try and have me expelled.
What are your major concerns for the development of the Corinda Park?
My major concerns for this development, the BBC are putting, it's really an overdevelopment, because I just live opposite, and they're putting in 12 tennis courts and a big car park and 5 all-purpose courts, plus a big basketball sporting development right outside my front door.
Despite the loss of support of her party and many other members of the Brisbane City Council, the residents of her electorate still remain very vocal in their endorsement of Johnston.
I love Nicole. Nicole has always stood up for her constituents. She's very approachable. Whenever we have a problem, we can go to her, and she fights for us. That's why she's not so popular at the moment, I guess, because she puts people before politics, definitely.
Do you think that you have the support of all the Tennyson Ward residents?
I certainly don't believe I have the support of all the Tennyson Ward residents. Politics is a very interesting business. There's certainly, I believe, a high level of support for me as their local representative.
It was stupid for her to resign from the LNP. How is she supposed to help the community without backing from a major party?
The fact that she is not backed by any major party has put her hopes of re-election in severe jeopardy.
The chairman of council, Krista Adams, who is an LNP councillor, has been suspending me from council for what she calls interjecting, which is done by every single councillor. And I've been ejected over the last few months since leaving the party for really minor breaches of council meeting procedure.
Like violent conduct, like knocking over a chair?
That's correct.
So I'm a Liberal supporter, and I think it was fair that she got kicked out. I hope she doesn't run. I don't think she should be allowed to run, actually.
Are you confident in your re-election?
I certainly believe that local residents want me to speak up on their behalf about the important local issues. We get both brickbats and bouquets in this office, but at the moment I certainly believe that residents are behind the stand that I've made on those issues that have been controversial over the past 18 months. I'm certainly not naive enough to believe everybody in the ward supports me, and certainly people will have the opportunity to have their say at the election in March next year.